Hi everybody, my name is Sean Kennedy. I'm going to be your history instructor for this mini-mester in 2014. Now, let's make sure everybody understands. I'm pretty sure everybody understands if you're signing up mid-semester that this is a mini-mester. Sometimes I get students that don't realize they've signed up for a mini-mester. So it's an 8-week course. Goes from October 20th today all the way to December 12th. Okay, so let's get started. The purpose of this is to make sure you're completely oriented with the course and understand the expectations. Incredibly important, always on the first day of class, to understand fully the expectations of the course, especially one online. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the syllabus, and then from there we will look at the exams and the quizzes and the content. So first thing we're going to do is bring up the syllabus. This is a 1301 course, so make sure that's what you've signed up for, which is from the colonial era all the way up to the Civil War. Here are my office hours listed right here. So if those don't work for you, if you ever need to get a hold of me, do make an appointment. The best way to initiate contact with me is to email me. It's an online course, so communication should be done through email. I just say that because I'll get students that will call me, and they'll call me late at night when I'm not in my office, or over the weekend when I'm definitely not in my office. And they have just a quick question, like, what are we supposed to be doing? Where do I click? Or this issue, this isn't working for me. And if they had emailed me instead of calling me, we could have resolved the issue a lot sooner. So email me, email me, email me, email me, email me is the operative word here. So definitely email me if you have any questions or concerns. And if we need to talk from there, we can do a video conference or phone call. Okay, so all total, there's 5 units in this course, and I'll show you where that is in Blackboard in just a second. Oops, fix that. So there'll be 5 unit quizzes, which will be multiple choice questions. There will be weekly lecture essay exams. There will be a total of 8 for the semester, which will constitute 40% of your grade. And there will be unit exams, which will constitute, and there's 5 of those, which will constitute 55% of your grade. And I'll show you where this is all available in Blackboard in just a moment. So one thing I want to point out too is that there is no required textbook to purchase for this course. So let me repeat that, no required textbook to purchase for this course. There is, however, required reading, and it's all found in the course website, which is organized within Blackboard. But if you ever want to go to the course website, you're more than welcome to by clicking that link. Also very important, right now do this, push pause, actually do this right now. If you don't have this already, maybe you have it from a previous course, but if you don't, what you want to do is you want to click this link, open it up, and install the software right now. And what this is a lockdown browser, and this is how you will take the exams in this course, both the weekly exams and the unit exams. Not the quizzes. You don't have to take quizzes in Lockdown Browser, but you do need to take, anytime you write a lecture essay, or anytime you have an essay, you'll have to use this software. And what this does, it prevents other windows from opening up on your computer, so you can't copy and paste and get an automatic F for the semester, since that's the penalty for plagiarism. Be sure to do that right now. Click that. And if you're not sure what Lockdown Browser is, there is a quick YouTube video to give you a sense of what this is all about. And I'll show that to you in just a second. So you need a quick tutorial. It's right here. Click that, and that will give you it's about a 3-minute video that just explains what this is. So in order to take any exam in this course, not the quizzes, but any exam, whether it's a weekly exam or a unit exam, you have to go through the Lockdown Browser. Okay, let's see here. We've already gone through that. Let me bring, okay, you can read through this, all of the stuff if you want. but let me make sure. Oh, this right here, this is the cheating policy. Any cheating, plagiarism whatsoever in this course, you can expect to earn a failing grade for the semester. Now, with that said, so what that means is just don't go outside the course content for information, right? Don't copy and paste from Wikipedia or some blog or whatever the case is. But you can, in a sense, plagiarize me. So when you're going through the lectures, it's a lecture, so you're able to use word for word what I'm saying. It helps to put things within your own words as well. You can quote me. That's a more effective writing, but don't become anxious about plagiarizing me when it comes to lectures, okay? But yeah, if you do copy and paste from other websites and put it in there, very easy to detect, and you will get an F for the semester. Right now, what I would do is do this, highlight this whole thing, and then print this out and put it somewhere so you have it with you always. Right, this will help you know what. There's a lot of due dates in this course, and so this will help you know when things are due. You don't want to get behind, and you just don't want to forget any assignments, right? In this course, getting behind an internet course is usually a fatal move. So just don't do it. Stay with the schedule, and if at all possible, try to work ahead of the schedule as much as possible, especially at the beginning of the semester. Do as much as you can ahead of time. The whole course is open. So if you can get done with Unit 1 in a timely manner before the due dates, move on to Unit 2. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. So all of the exams are open. All of the content is open. As soon as you pass the orientation exam, which is what you want to do as soon as you watch these videos. Okay, let's see here. The one thing I want to, okay, I will get to this. Take note of this. This is definitely something you want to read through. We'll go through this when we talk about how to succeed on the exams. Let's see here. These are just an explanation of all the quizzes, so I would print this out if I were you and have this handy somewhere. And all of the exams and all of the unit exams as well. It's all laid out, the structure of each quiz, the structure of each weekly exam, the structure of each unit exam is all laid out there. So if you ever have any questions about what exactly is going to be on the weekly exam, what exactly is going to be on the unit exam, what is exactly going to be on the quiz, it's all laid out there. So read that so you have an understanding. In fact, that will be one of the questions on the online orientation, and you will have to type it out in detail. Okay. Late policy and other matters. Basically, how it works is if you don't submit something, let's say you don't submit, let's see, the weekly exams cannot be made up. If you miss that, you're out of luck. Okay, so October 25th is your first weekly exam, week 1 exam. You want to take that, make sure you get that. That'll require you to respond to the first 2 lecture essays, and I'll talk more about that in the next video below. However, at the end of each unit, there is a unit exam that covers all of the material. If your score is higher, if your unit score is higher than your scores for the week 1 and week 2 combined as an average, these scores will get brought up to match the unit 1 grade. Okay, so if you miss this, it's not too much of a big deal as long as you do the unit exam. Does that make sense? Let me repeat that. How to make these up. You can't make them up by having me open it up again. But if you miss a weekly exam or you don't do too well on it, what will happen is the unit exam will take that place. I'll plug in whatever score you get for the unit exam into the weekly exams. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't, but that will be a question on the orientation exam. Also, if you miss a unit exam, the next unit exam will count for your previous one minus 10%, and that's all laid out down here in this all red section right here. So, for instance, let's say you earn and you could use this as kind of keep track of your score. I would advise that. Let's say you earn a 60% on unit exam 1, and let's say for unit exam 2, you end up earning a 90%, right? You kind of stumbled on your feet at the beginning of the semester, but you figured everything out, the expectations, what exactly needs to go in your essays and all of that. And so what would happen is this score would become a 80%, right? So keep that in mind. And conversely, just to highlight this even more, let's say in the weekly exams you got a 50%, you weren't sure what to do, and this one you ended up getting a 25%, or let's say you just didn't do it. Let's say you get a 0, right? Right? And so at first you got a 60 on this, so these came up to 60% because you got a 60 on your unit exam. It was higher than these, so these came up to a 60%. Everything's percent in this class, right? So don't worry about points. It's all percentage. Try to make it easy that way. But since you got a 90 on this, what will happen is, again, this would become an 80. And this would become an 80, right? And so the other score would become an 80. So keep that in mind. And the reason why that is each exam builds upon itself. It's cumulative. You will be asked, in other words, to respond in Unit Exam 2, in the Unit 2 exam, to respond to stuff from Unit 1. And then when we get to the Unit 3, when you take the Unit 3 exam, you will be asked to respond to essays from the previous units as well. So I just want to show you how that works. So there's no need to email me asking me to open up an exam. I won't open up any exams past their due date, but you can make the points up by just going back to the material and making sure that you know the material forwards and backwards. Okay, that's all I'm going to have to say about the syllabus. I just want to make sure you understand that. We'll talk about the rest of this in the next video. So I'll see you there.